Some say Buck changed after he was shot in Holland. Maybe.
Well, sure as shit changed now.
But I know something happened to him when he saw Toy and Garnier on the ground.
The way he turned away then was...
On the report it said Compton was being
really
taken off
painful.
the line because of a bad case of trench foot. Didn't say anything about him losing his friends. Buck was a great combat leader. He was wounded in Normandy, and again in Holland. He received the Silver Star for his part in taking out those German guns on D-Day. He took everything the crowds could throw at him time and again.
Compton? UCLA did not make the Rose Bowl this winter, probably because you weren't there. I'm sure you're teaching all of your young soldiers the joy you have of the sport. Gosh, how we all know what an exciting young man you are, and how your heart and love.
I guess he just couldn't take seeing his friends Toy and Garnier all torn up like that. No one ever thought any less of him for it.
Buck. Yes, Sergeant.
Looking for Lieutenant Dike. He was stuck with Dike.
He's over there.
And he was off taking a walk.
Sure thing.
Oh my god, that is nightmarish. Please don't. Subverted my fucking expectations there, didn't they? He does a really good job of playing pretty empty. It's like he just says words, it doesn't seem like it goes in. So shit. Just kind of the politics, the stupid politics that are taking place when surely you should just be able to say this person's not doing the job. Oh, for God's sake.
On that radio to me now. Lieutenant, what's the plan? Captain Winters,
The panic. I feel bad for him, but also...
You take your men on a thanking mission. We're gonna be kind of alone out there, Lieutenant. We will provide suppressing fire!
Wow. Jesus. Oh.
Get going forward!
Oh.
Ducks here. We have to keep moving. Got to keep moving.
Winters going in.
Battalion commander, now get back here.
I think I understand you're attached with the Easy Company, but
Spiers, get yourself over here. Get out there and relieve Dike and take that attack on in.
Maybe Spiers should give Dike a fucking cigarette.
First platoon tried to mend around, but they're stretched out. They're pinned down by a sniper. I believe he's in the building with the case and roof.
all right, Emma. Mortars and grenade launchers on that building till it's gone. When it's gone, I want first to go straight in. Forget going around. Everybody else follow me.
Yes, sir.
Well, thanks for setting things straight, Spiers. They just make new and inventive ways for people to go down in traumatic situations. Spiers is a madman. He's badass in a terrifying way.
Didn't shoot at it. I think they couldn't quite believe what they were seeing. But that wasn't the really astounding thing. The astounding thing was that after he hooked up with I Company, he came back.
I feel like Spiers got some glory. Dike's just an idiot, but he's just the kind of symbol of strength that's consistent throughout. Wow. It's hard to kind of paint people as villains in this situation. You know, it's ridiculous that just because he's got contact, he's put in that position. It's ridiculous that he's putting people in danger and getting people killed. It's understandable that he might be suffering from shellshock or just fear.
The sisters there brought in their choir to sing for us. It was heaven.
I feel like at this point the only thing you have is your friends.
I spent part of that night trying to come up with a roster for the company to see who we had left.
And when they're
We came
gone.
into Belgium with 121 men and officers plus 24 replacements. That's 145 total. We were going out with 63. Garnier was badly wounded and Hoopler died accidentally.
Don't do that.
Joe Toy had lost his leg. Among the dead were Heron, Mellon, Sawasko, Kenneth Webb, Harold Webb, Alex Pankala, and Skip Muck. Our month in Belgium cost us one good officer, Buck Compton, and one bad one, Norman Dike.
You want to ask me, don't you?
Ask you what, sir?
You want to know if they're true or not, the stories about me. You ever notice with stories like that? Everyone says they heard it from someone who was there. And then when you ask that person, they say they heard it from someone who was there. It's nothing new, really. I bet if you went back 2,000 years, you'd hear a couple of centurions standing around yakking about how Tertius lopped off the heads of some Carthaginian prisoners.
Well, maybe they kept talking about it because they never heard Tertius deny it.
Maybe that's because Tertius knew there was some value to the men thinking he was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole Roman legion. Sure.
These men.
Damn, he's looking fine in this scene.
They're just glad to have you as our CO. They're happy to have a good leader again.
Well, from what I've heard, they've always had one. I've been told there's always been one man they could count on. Let him into the Bois Jacques, held them together when they had the crab shelled at them in the woods. Every day kept the spirits up, kept the men focused, gave them direction. All the things a good combat leader does.
Recognition.
You don't have any idea who I'm talking about, do you?
No, sir.
Don't even do
Now,
that to
shoot
me.
for a start. Ever since Winters made battalion, you've been the leader of Easy Company? Oh. And you're not going to be first sergeant much longer, first sergeant. Sir? Winters put in for a battlefield commission and Sink approved on your behalf. You should get the official nod in a few days. Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Why is this so bittersweet? How the hell am I gonna edit this? beyond the wounded and killed, every man at Bastogne suffered. Men unhit by shrapnel or bullets were nevertheless casualties. That's a beautiful way to put it. I'm not sure that anybody who lived through that one hasn't carried with him in some hidden ways the scars. Perhaps that is the factor that helps keep easy men bonded so unusually close together. Captain Winters. My hair is so messy, I apologise. The scene where Lipton described the people that are gone, you know, how they kind of faded away from the church, you know, is terribly sad and terribly beautiful. Especially as it kind of you know, it kind of, you know, gave names to the faces of some of the people, and seeing them disappear as people, you know, can visualize them, is very affecting compared to just saying 5 people died. Although clearly it was much more than that. The scene with the blown off legs was just so horrifically visceral. It genuinely made me feel nauseous. It's just so sad. When he was shouting for his helmet, how he needed to get his helmet, it's just so human, the idea that he would be holding on to this one thing because it's kind of kicking back, his training is kicking in, and yet clearly something so devastating has happened to his leg, and yet that's what he was clinging on to. And then we had Garnier going in to save him, and they both walked out twins, or not quite walked out. Even though it was about the kind of commanding officers and stuff, overall, the overarching theme, you know, it was more about working under those people, and from the point of view of the people within Easy who had to deal with the politics going on above them. It's just so horrific in the scene when they were in Foy, you know, during the battle. The fact that, of course, they have to follow Dike's orders, or else they're, I guess, kind of deserting, or, you know, not following orders. And when you know that this is a weak person, again, I don't really know whether I should call him weak, because it seems unfair in such extraordinary circumstances. Well, giving incorrect orders that don't help, having to follow them in order to not get in trouble, but, you know, the orders might lead to your death. What a horrible situation. And it's so frustrating watching Winters be kind of involved but not involved, having to straddle this line where he can't be as close to Easy as he wants to be. We've got 3 episodes now, 8, 9 and 10 left, and you know, this episode was called The Breaking Point, and yeah, I understand now. There's a lot of casualties in this episode, so now I'm just afraid of where else they can take it, you know, how far they can go with it. The book scenes were probably the most difficult for me in this episode. I guess just kind of like dealing with depression, you know, I see some parallels. I think it's important that I talk about the episode after it finishes, but at the same time, often after the most affecting episodes, I can't form my words well. But at the same time, I think that just reflects well in the episode. There's so many feelings and so many talking points that it's so overwhelming. maybe after I finish this entire reaction series, I'll try to kind of come up with a video that's like, you know, the top 10 moments, or, you know, basically discuss it with you from a place after I've seen the entire thing, and I'm not just directly after an episode where my heart has been broken. Do you think that'd be a good idea? Maybe give me some suggestions. So yeah, on to episode 8. I need to go and lie down. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and hopefully you'll join me next time.